Public service announcement. Make sure when you're buying a house, it has a legal parking spot.
Yes.
And there is a list that we can send you that includes all the front pad parking in the city of Toronto. Right. You will see some listings, correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan, that say they have parking, but they're not on the list.
Correct.
So be very careful because the city can come by and say, you actually don't have parking. They'll change the curb to a full curb, and
Right.
sucks to be you.
I got one for you, Paul.
Yeah.
I just ran into one where they had a parking spot. Somebody decided they wanted a bigger garden. They took away their park. They fenced it off. They no longer use that spot.
Yeah.
Then somebody else buys the property and they want the spot back.
And the city says no.
What happens?
The city says no. Sucks to be you.
Right, right. So lesson there is be very careful.
So we have a rental property. The neighbors next door wanted to save the $300 a year that they're paying for the front pad parking.
Yes.
So they stopped paying it.
Yes.
The city came along, blocked off the parking pad, and now they've lost at least $100,000.
Yeah.
And a house just up the street was a beautiful 5-bedroom house, had no parking, and was very hard to sell that property.
Yes.
They probably sold $800,000 less than what they could have got had they had parking.
Yeesh.
I know, like, that's a crazy number, I know, but who's gonna buy a 5-bedroom house for the kids with no parking?
Yep. Yeah, it just happened to me at Yonge and Lawrence. I met a couple and they had that issue. I told them they were going to have to go back to the city. I told them what they didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
And the other agent said, it's no problem. We'll just lift it as parking. He's actually got the listing.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Be an interesting lawsuit that
yeah.
happens after.
Yeah, unfortunately. So the bottom line is parking is a really important issue, obviously, in the city, and it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky. You
It's
gotta
tricky.
you gotta really pay attention.
Talk to us first before you do anything.
There's another part to that, though.
Yeah.
I would also say there are these gray area spots
Yes.
where we will list as no parking because we're doing the right thing, but people have parked there for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, and I've sold that as well. You just have to disclose. You just have to disclose.
What happened was, it was a contractor. He came in, there was a tree, a city tree in the back. He cut it down.
Yeah.
He said there was no tree.
Yeah.
And he built a garage. No permit.
Right.
And then the whole neighborhood went up in arms.
The risk
about
is
it.
you have to tear that down.
Yeah, and then he set back too far.
Right.
So, and his height was too high.
They have to
And
pull
that-
it down.
He went to the, no, that's the thing.
That's just saying, yeah.
Right? Is
They like get away with it.
You know, build it first, ask for forgiveness later. That's
So
what that was
yeah,
about.
that's the moral.
He
of
had
the
to
story.
reduce the setback, and I think he had to reduce the height a bit.